here. We're on.
Okay.
So please tell the people why y'all want to flame Steph Curry for having 0 points in this.
Because it's halftime and he has 3 fouls.
We need to do introductions.
I don't give a fuck about the introductions. They know who the fuck we are. They listening. Hi, that's Derek and that's Jerron, and they capping right now. That's what the
I'm
fuck.
not capping for nothing.
I don't look. That's what it sounds like.
The sad part is, I wish my voice wasn't out, so I can't.
No, I know you ain't feeling well, bro. I know you ain't feeling well. I know you ain't feeling well. You've been coughing for like the last few days. I know you ain't feeling well. I'm telling you, man. This weather change is gonna kill folks, bro. Especially in Georgia.
No, the sad part is I'm already over the sickness. I can't get my voice back.
No, but you still sick though. Like your body's still recovering because you probably were real sick. Jerome was probably hiding the flu from us, guys. That's probably the sad part. Or close to it. He was sick, but he didn't want to tell nobody.
Yeah, because Jeron's a man. That's why Jeron's
That's so stupid. That's such a dumb. Oh my god. Y'all just so stupid right now. Oh my god.
No, I probably did have the flu, but that was last week though.
I am so lost. I'm just saying, homie is a 2-time MVP, one of the most transcendent.
We know he should have points
players in the last 30 years of basketball. I could see if he had 10 and 3 fouls. I'd be like, okay, he got 3 fouls.
Okay.
No, they clamping him up right now.
To introduce our first topic, right? Because you're not going to be listening to this live as we're watching the game live. Steph Curry at halftime has played a total of 12 minutes. He's attempted 5 shots and has 0 points with 0 free throw attempts.
Oh my
God. Jake wants us to flame him.
I'm not saying. I just said don't flame him. I'm like critique. There's a difference. Flame is the joke and the critique.
Okay. So my criticism is he shouldn't be in foul trouble. He should make more shots. But again,
in an elimination game, bro, and I just know how we do certain players. I don't like that. Derek, I don't like that. I don't like. This is the thing with me. I don't like rankings, but once you break out them rankings and you rank your top 20, hey, those top 20 gonna get the same heat, period. Because if you're a top 20 player in the NBA, you can change the outcome of a game, period. And look, no. Let me finish. And if Golden State ends up losing this game, I can point back to that first half and be like, the 2-time MVP, the first unanimous MVP in the NBA, has 0 points. Regardless,
that's true. That is true.
Yes, bro. That's the point. That's the point. That means he's had 5 back-to-back bad games.
What are you expecting from Steph Curry tonight?
What?
Yeah, 30 points.
I
expected 30 points.
So you are setting the argument to say some dumb shit. No. Let me turn the argument back around. What are you expecting?
I asked the question first, sir.
No, because it seems like you expect Steph to score 18 to 20. No, the fuck. If you don't have KD, I'm expecting 30 shots, my nigga. I'm expecting at least close to 50% 3-point. I'm expecting free throws. I'm expecting close to 30 to 40 points. I'm expecting that 8 to 7 rebounds, bro. I'm expecting a vintage Steph Curry performance, bro.
Okay.
What am I saying that's wrong?
You're not saying anything that's wrong. I just want to elaborate so that the viewers.
He has 0 points. So basically, what you're telling me, he has to go for 40 points in the second half.
He doesn't have to go for 40 points. If he has 20 points, it'd be a very good game. It's a very good half. Is in the first half. If he has an efficient 20,
okay.
I'm saying like the first half.
All right.
Bad. But
okay, enough of Steph Curry and the Warriors. Let's talk about these Rockets.
Okay.
How they fumbling the game.
James and Steph have been terrible this series. James and Steph have been horrible this series. Period. Bar none. The 2 back-to-back, the 2 dudes who won MVP the last 3 years, they've been bad. Period. I don't have to say there's like no. This is not what I signed up for. I didn't sign up for the KD show when I want to watch this. I signed up for to see KD, Clay, Steph, James Harden, and Paul. Like Chris Paul. Chris Paul just basically the ARP member of the NBA at this point. Like he got his ARP card. He just playing for a pension when he retire. Like he just playing for the Hall of Fame at this point because he ain't gonna win no damn ring. Simple as that. He's been awful, absolutely awful. James last game left such a bad taste in my mouth because I'm like, James, you gotta go Mortal Kombat. You gotta fatality these dudes, bro. KD goes down and you don't shoot the ball for 10 minutes. You don't attempt a shot for 10 minutes, but you want to get mad. People ain't considering you MVP this year. What? Shut up. You know what? James Harden deserved to get his beard cut after last game.
Damn.
Just shave the whole damn thing off. And Steph's been bad since the goddamn Clippers series.
Yeah, he is having a disappointing playoff.
Damn, I ain't saying something that's crazy. If you didn't want a damn MVP in the league, I expect you to show up. Period. I hold you to a high standard. It might be unrealistic, but your game is unrealistic. Simple as that. I ain't here for no copping to please. No. Like they're gonna try to do with his Celtics. Eye emoji. That's all I'm trying to say.
Them assholes. Crazy.
That's all I'm trying to say. You gonna try to flame Kyrie, make him look like a fuck man. Get the fuck out of my face, Derek. You gonna try to flame Kyrie? You want to flame Steph? James Harden hit the wall. Fuck it. Man. Derek, you got me heated, bro. You have me heated right now. I don't know what to say. Not you, Jerron. You cool. Derek got me heated because Derek want to explain everything.
Okay, I guess I won't talk to you like that.
No, I'm just saying, like if you gonna flame Kyrie, flame Steph, because I'm pretty sure they'd have missed the same amount of shots in the same amount of games. It ain't even impactful.
One has wins.
This is different. This is different, Derek. I can see if you miss shots. At least you're impactful. They're not even impactful. And they missing shots. So what's up? I'm gonna give you the floor. Go ahead. Talk. Go ahead.
I mean, what do you want? What are we talking about? We still talking about Steph taking 5 shots in 4 minutes?
Steph and Kyrie, why is there such a disconnect when we want to judge these dudes? Why? You answer the question since I'm being unfair. You tell me why I'm being unfair.
So I understand being your whole point, your whole premise is we should have the same energy for players who have that form.
Because that's how the NBA has operated for the last 80 years. But go ahead, change it. Please be my guest.
I feel like just because something's done a certain way doesn't mean you can't do it better. I mean, isn't that why we're doing a podcast? We think we have takes and opinions, ways of thinking about things that we think are unique to ourselves, and that's why we're creating this content. Otherwise, you just, be happy with the other podcast.
Yeah, you playing our podcast, the dude's playing the NBA?
No. I'm saying processors, right? So you basically said in the past 8 years in the NBA, stuff.
So now you don't want to be nuanced and have context when breaking down people's games when you want to critique them.
What do you want from me, Jake?
Every time you open your mouth to criticize a player, you hold that same energy. And I know we haven't. I know that for a fact because I know I haven't. It just ain't applying to you. It just ain't applying.
That's never going to happen because bias is always.
Yeah.
I try not to have one because
it's human nature to have a bias. Like you can't get over it.
These dudes, Jerron, I got rid of my bias with Jamal Murray. I called him literally out of his name. He should slap the taste out my mouth. But you know what?
He should, but
You know what? You know
even when he was doing good, you
But
couldn't get over it because you had a bias.
But you know what? He's balled out.
So you got rid of your bias went away. Same thing with me and LeBron James. I used to hate LeBron James. I don't hate him no more. So
yeah,
that was it.
Stepped up.
People outplay their biases. It's fine.
No, I didn't have a bias. We know Jamal Murray didn't play under his talent, and it's the first year.
I've been on a Jamal Murray train since
Yes,
last year.
you have, but I have empirical evidence to show he's played under his talent up until this year. Period.
I mean, I've been on Jamal Murray train since he gave Kyrie 50.
But that was this year. That was this year.
But anyone can give Kyrie 50. So that's like
this year. That was this year. That was this season. So what you gonna say? You gonna hold Kyrie to a different standard, hold Steph to a different standard, and hold James to a different standard.
If I could finish my thought, I would tell you exactly what my methodology is for evaluating basketball players.
All right, Derek. From what is it? From May 10th, 2019. Please hold this same standard. Go ahead. Go.
Okay.
You're not going to do it, but go ahead.
So when we evaluate anything, right? We want to have certain qualities or certain situations, certain things that are equal to each other, right? But because of how life is, and just how nuanced things can get, apples aren't always, comparable to apples. That sounds dumb.
Yeah,
right?
Stupid thing to say, but go ahead.
It does sound dumb, but when you compare something like, those little small little basically like ping pong size ball apples, and you compare it to like a red delicious apple. You know what I mean? Although they are both apples, they're very different apples. So to judge them with certain qualities the same way it's like a fool's errand. It's like saying, well, this one isn't as good because it isn't as big, right?
What the hell are you doing? I'm sorry.
Yeah, but my point is, apples to apples, sometimes it's too simplistic. Sometimes you have to go and look past certain qualities, right? And look for other qualities to evaluate. I understand that certain players have great games, or so they appear to have. Some players have bad games. So they appear to have. Some players have good careers, or so they appear to have. Some players have bad careers, or so they appear to have. But if you go deeper, right, and you evaluate them separately, and then you go back and you compare them, you'll find that certain reactions are, necessary for one, but slightly different actions or reactions might be necessary for another player or situation, right? Even though they might seem similar on the surface, if you dig a bit deeper, you can find reasons why, okay, maybe this energy needs to be a bit toned down or turned up for this situation. It seems very obvious, but I feel like you want me to be fair, right? And have the same energy.
Yeah, are you trying to shame me for asking you to be fair in your critique?
No, I'm not. I'm saying my fairness is that I cannot necessarily
be fair.
No. I'm not saying I can't be fair. I'm saying I can't be fair the way you want me to be fair. I'm saying I'm not just going to, okay, if everything was empirical, right? If I knew, number one, right? Let me give you an example. Look at Muggsy Bogues. Look at his career, right? He's 5'3", averages. He played 12 seasons in the NBA. Averaged 8 assists or something like that. Made some All-Star games, I believe. Hell, he was in Space Jam, right? He had a great career, right? But if we evaluate him to some other point, and we look at his career compared to some other point guards, obviously we would say he's not it, right? But that would be disrespectful. And then again, if we kept the same energy and we put his stats next to somebody of his size, or not his size, if we put his stats next to somebody of his generation, right? We would look at him compared to that player in certain lights, right? But we have to always keep in mind that he's a 5'3" guy, 110, 120 pounds soaking wet, playing in a league of lights. Likewise, we go back to Shaq, right? Shaq, one of the most dominant players of all time, right? Easily, in a lot of people's minds, top 5, correct? Look at his career. You compare Shaq to anyone, right? Most anyone, we would be able to say, yeah, he had a better career than them. But if we look at Shaq's physical gifts, you could actually argue, a lot of people would argue, that Shaq could have even had a better career if he could have stayed healthy and gotten in better shape and rotted his free throw game off, right? So those are criticisms we have specific to Shaq, right? Just like we would have some criticisms specific to Muggsy Bogues, but we'd have to cap those criticisms because he had limitations, right? Or because of who he is as a person, as a player. Now, when I go and I look at Kyrie Irving, right, and I want to give him the energy, the reason why I'm going to give him the energy is because
he played on the Celtics, bro.
He did play on the Celtics, right? And obviously I'm going to have some bias because I am happy when these Boston Celtics are successful. Success to me is nothing more than an NBA championship. If they didn't win an NBA championship, I'm not happy. So I'm going to look for root causes to that. And I'm going to be probably overly critical towards people I feel that are root causes. Outside of that, I might tend to be more unbiased. I'll try my best to be unbiased with the Celtics, but like Jaron said, we're all people. Now, my point in saying all this is, I'm not saying I'm not going to be able to call a bad performance a bad performance, but I'm not going to give you the same reaction for a bad performance, for this player's bad performance compared to that player's bad performance, if I think the circumstances are different enough not to warrant the same response. Do you understand? Like when I go in on Russell Westbrook, it's not because I don't like Russell Westbrook or I don't, or I shouldn't say that. It's not only because of that. I honestly feel that given his talent, given his athleticism, and given like what I know about him and his decision making, when I berate Russell Westbrook, it's because of a combination of all those factors. So when he has playoff seasons,
so you don't do that for other players.
No, I'm not going to do it the same way. Like when I go in, see, here's the thing: when I go in on Russell Westbrook, I go on him because he's a guy that knows he can't shoot, and he still chooses to shoot, right? And if I want to go in on Kyrie Irving, it's completely different because Kyrie Irving is a shooter that couldn't make shots and refused to play differently. You see, those are two different criticisms. They're both bad games. But my energy for Russ is a bit more nuanced than it, or a bit technically like skewed because of who he is, right? So I'm not gonna be like, oh, he's trash. Like it's different, and I feel like you think that's unfair. I should be like, nah, everything's trash in the same way, but everything isn't trash in the same way. That's basketball to me.
No, Derek, I would expect for you to take your team seriously, and I would be more pissed off at Kyrie than I would be at.
Yeah, and that's what I said. I have different levels of energy. I have different ways to express the level of energy that I have. I'm going to be more mad at Kyrie than I would at Russell Westbrook. Because Russell Westbrook
and their seasons are a stark difference, bro.
I mean,
I'm just looking this up. I wouldn't be mad at Kyrie. This dude almost shot 50%. This dude almost did a 50, 40, 90 season. That's nuts.
It's nuts up until you get to the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. No, like, see, I got energy for Kyrie. The problem is, Derek, is I understand what you're saying, bro. Don't act like I don't do it. I do it. I'm just trying to get away from that. Because it's not fair. It isn't. It is not. Period. If we want to put dudes in the top 20, top 10, it's not fair. I'm going to keep them the same way. I understand what Kevin Durant is saying. It clicked for me. I understand his gripe. I understand it. It makes perfect sense. Nah. None of them, like, if you were to go talk to the top 20 players in the NBA right now, Derek, interview them, they will all want you to hold them to the same standard. the same high standard that we've held everybody else. Period. Russ couldn't get it done. Kyrie couldn't get it done. Period. They both had horrible games. I don't need to dive further and to see who had bad games. Sometimes it's just that. And from that, I can see they need to get better. Period. Period. Now,
Chris Paul's about to get teed up.
what's new? Like, what is new? Like, seriously, what is new? He's a walking tee, but like, yeah.
I mean, it's a cornball.
Yes, he's a cornball. Yes, he needs to get it. He needs to get it. It's just not James. I'm like, bro, like literally. If you have a set of expectations, guys, coming into the season, and you don't achieve them, and I see it's your fault, I have to critique it. It's as simple as that.
What kind of pass was that?
That's all I'm saying. I'm not even watching the game, guys. I really, honestly, man, the Lakers have like literally destroyed my palate for basketball. I don't care anymore. I think I watched the game last night between Portland and the Nuggets. That was a really good game. But other than that, like, nah, I don't give a fuck if Golden State or Houston win because this has been piss poor played. If we just be honest, last year was way more entertaining than this year. Period. It ain't lived up to no hype.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that's you can't appreciate beautiful basketball if that's all you see.
No.
That's like saying the Super Bowl was terrible because the offensive.
Eric, did you listen to anything I just said, bro?
You said it was way better played.
Yeah, listen to what I first just said. What was the first thing that came out of my mouth?
The Lakers ruined your
everything for me. What ruined everything for me?
The Lakers, right? And the Celtics ruined my actual horse in the race is out, but I still love the game. Like I'm still interested in seeing who we have to beat.
When did I say I didn't love it? I don't. Nah.
You don't care.
I don't care. I didn't say I didn't love it.
I don't know. I feel like if I have time, I feel like I'm gonna watch the game.
I didn't care. I don't like. I don't have a real horse in the race. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never did. But ever since my Lakers been acting like, I don't even know, man. I can't even say the word water right now. Ever since they've been acting like what they've been acting like the last month, I don't care if State win because honestly, if we just being honest, this series would be a sweep if Wardell would have showed up. Period. This should be a sweep. James should be playing better. Chris Paul should be playing better.
James is playing with like 10-20 vision. Like, what do you want him to do?
Act like the MVP. I want Steph to act like the MVP. Look, man, you NBA fans set the standard with LeBron James this generation. That's the standard. Oh, well.
Okay. Can I say something?
I don't care. Whatever you have coming out your mouth, Derek, I don't care. This is what y'all set. Period. Y'all said it with Kobe unfairly. You said it with LeBron unfairly. Y'all said Kobe don't pass. Kobe averaged 5-6 assists. Y'all say LeBron not clutch. LeBron had hit more clutch shots the last 8 years of basketball than anybody else in the NBA. This is why I'm trying to tell y'all are seriously. Y'all don't. Y'all let them run free, and then they become part of the lexicon of basketball. And then y'all don't care. People just don't care. Like, it's amazing how that narrative of Kobe has become like a standard. Yeah, Kobe was a jack up, but Kobe didn't pass the ball? What? I was a Lakers fan. I saw every damn game. Every game, it was 30-7-8 on a broke finger. Come on, bro. Nah, man. Nah, if y'all gonna set them standards, I'm gonna hold these dudes to them standards. Especially somebody we say who changed the way we play basketball. Nah, he gonna be held to that standard. No, period. And y'all acting like that's like a far stretch of the imagination for me to ask for. Come on. Steph will even tell you I should be playing better. Come on.
I'm not saying he wouldn't, and I'm not saying he shouldn't be better. What I am saying, right, what I was trying to say, right, is it's not fair.
What's
Like,
not fair? Derek to ask him to score.
no. Not this particular situation. The reason why we judge certain players differently. My whole point is saying this, right? I think you missed my point, right? Is the reason why you have to judge certain players differently than other players is because when you have a top 20 player, like you said, right, they should be able to change the impact of a game. When they're going against other top 20 players, right, at other teams with maybe not top 20 players, but a collective of talents and skills that make up a team, and when that team is talented and when it has enough talent to warrant championship considerations, you can't just say, well, you should have had 80 points. Like, yeah, Steph at his best.
Derek, I didn't say that.
I didn't say that. It was hyperbole on my part. You were saying that Steph should have more shots.
Yes, more than 0 points. Hey, what?
Okay, I agree. I'm not
okay. No, what does he have? I'm not watching the game. What does he have right now?
I don't know. Like, ESPN, Jerron. Okay, so Steph he's taken 4 more shots and made 2, so he has 5 points. He also took a free throw, so he got in there on 1, probably going to the rim. Anyway, like I was trying to say, the reason why I give people different energies because their talents and abilities and circumstances are always different. It's only when I feel comfortable in saying that situations are pretty similar, or the errors are so egregious that are similar that I can give you the same energy.
And that's what I'm saying, Derek. Like, see, but you're not listening to what I'm saying. Kyrie and Steph's situations are similar. Period. They are. They're in the second round. They're playing teams that are good contenders, and they ain't showing up. The only difference, one lost. The other one's still in it. Because
yeah. I mean,
it's better than him. Period.
Well,
you can see my face right now. I'm just shrugging. I'm just like, yo, that's all I'm saying about Steph. And that's all I want y'all to do. Be like, yo, what is up with him? Like, that's ultimately what I wanted to get to. Because this has been like, I think people have blown it out of proportion the last 3 years about Steph being like bad in the playoffs. He really hasn't. He's averaged like 26, 8, and like 7. Like the last 3 years. It's kind of ridiculous to say he's been bad.
He was bad in the playoffs.
Playoff performance ever. Period. These last 5 games ever. Because everywhere else he's like stepped up and played at a high level consistently. Period.
Who said Steph is bad in the playoffs? Like, what part of Twitter?
Oh no, that's a narrative. That is a narrative.
Oh, where?
Ron, you can back me up on that, right?
That's a ESPN / FS1 narrative.
I don't agree with that. Like, this is like, to me, the first time I've seen Steph like, yo, what the hell are you doing, bro? Every other playoffs, I'd be like, okay, he got a bad game, but then he come back and he shoot like 9 for like 15 from 3. Like, it don't matter. Like, dudes can have bad games in the playoffs. I'm not crazy. Giannis had a bad game in the playoffs. I think Giannis like scored like 14 points, and he ended up averaging like 30, 16, and like 5 the rest of the series. Like, dudes have that at that level. I'm not crazy. The problem is, Derek, is when you got people like James Harden not shooting the ball for 10 minutes, you got people like Steph Curry going the whole half without scoring 0 points, and you have 2 games with him not scoring above 18 points. That's a problem. And I know Steph is better than Kyle Lowry, but I mean, Kyle Lowry literally got his whole existence dragged on Twitter for scoring 0 points.
Because
I'm like, he gets 30 minutes.
Because
Kyle Lowry, despite not being
I
as
hold
good
him to
as
higher standards, Derek. I don't hold Kyle Lowry. See, that's the thing. Y'all have this inverse relationship. People have this inverse relationship. It's like the better you are, the less of the standards you have, and the worse you are, the more standard you have. That's stupid. That's stupid. I expect Kyle Lowry to do that because Kyle Lowry has done that for the last 3 seasons of the playoffs. Kyle Lowry had to literally leave before halftime in the middle of a playoff game in which the Toronto Raptors were getting drilled by 25 points. I know y'all remember this because he almost had a panic attack and had to get his therapist rushed to the damn stadium to calm him down. He did that. Now, I'm not going to judge him for that because Kyle Lowry and DeMar DeRozan were both diagnosed with mental illnesses. But that plays a factor. It does. I hold Steph to a very high standard because if we talking about a dude that changed the way we play basketball, I'm holding to a high standard.
I will say every game up until when KD got injured, Steph drains a three. There's no reason why, unless they were just trapping Steph the way I see him trapping him this game. Because I was still enthralled in the Celtics. I wasn't really watching much of the Warriors series because number one, I thought the Warriors would just kind of roll the Rockets after two games.
I did too.
That's why I haven't said anything about this because I can.
Yeah, I really honestly don't care, bro. I really want to talk about the Celtics and like the Sixers and the Raptors. Okay, let's get on.
No. Let me say something. Let me say something. See, people have been dragging Steph Curry because of the Clippers and the in this series.
John, you about to cop a plea? Please don't cop. Please don't.
No, I'm not about to cop a plea at all. I'm just going to tell you my situation. The reason why I haven't said that.
Please you want.
Look, the reason why I haven't said nothing about Steph Curry is because I literally don't know what Steph Curry did. I can't give you a stat.
Right, you haven't watched the series.
No. But look, so
oh wow,
in the all season, I'll critique Steph Curry. But right now, I can't tell you who on the Warriors have a good game or bad game. I haven't watched it. I really don't care. I haven't cared about the Western Conference.
Yeah, Derek, like
at all because
I haven't cared in like a week. Like ever since this Tyronn Lue stuff happened, my interest in the NBA done dropped off. Like I've been depressed.
But with this particular game that I've been watching, the only reason why I haven't, okay, I can say this. Steph Curry should definitely not have 0 points at halftime. Steph Curry, I don't know what he's doing so far, but I can't go ballistic right now because one, I know the situation. He got in foul trouble and literally has not been in the game. I watched a whole second quarter and I literally saw him for like 3 minutes. So I can put the pieces together. He wasn't on the court, and he couldn't get any points because he wasn't on the court. Now at the end of this game, he has like 15 points. Then I'll critique Steph Curry then. But right now, I'm just going to watch the game, and I need to go and find out what happened because I don't know if Steph Curry is literally just having a shooting slump, or B, maybe teams have just found a way to officially defend him. I don't know that. I've been watching, so I can't critique Steph Curry right now. And I'll do that in the offseason.
The reason why the reason why we're starting with Jake is because about we just criticizing him anyway, like to just play devil's advocate, is because the type of player Steph Curry is that if he is the top 5 player we know him to be, number one, his play style is indicative of somebody that, regardless of how you defend him, if he looks at tape, he shouldn't be guardable because he plays so well off the ball, and if you double team him, he should be able to pass. And then he should be able to rotate, get to a corner, and get an open shot. He's done that a couple of times this game. So, like, there shouldn't, unless you can find a way to have a player that is immune to screens, you shouldn't be able to guard Steph Curry. And if you can find that player, then, like, he's worth more than the max. Like, a player that can basically get around screens consistently is probably like the most valuable asset in the history of basketball in today's day and age.
Well,
That's another to me.
we gotta say this though, because this time in the playoffs thing, this is a regular season thing. The Warriors as a whole have kind of been lackadaisical,
Yes,
and
arrogant and
they
complacent.
literally rely on KD. It's to the point now that they're like, yo, we got KD on the team. We'll just let him do it. Like,
I mean, but like, here's my
that's literally because when everybody's talking about Steph Curry in the Clippers series, that's literally the first thing that came up is like, well, yeah, they've been doing this all season. They literally just like, yo, let KD do the work and we'll get our points here and there. So everybody's like, oh, Steph Curry, what's happening? I'm like, the same thing that happened in the regular season. Like, I'm not surprised. They've been doing it all year. What's the difference?
Okay, so my thing with the Warriors and them defaulting to Kevin Durant is pretty much the same thing to a lesser extent with the Celtics and Kyrie. A system has to adapt to its best players to use its best player, excuse me, not plural, singular, to use his strengths to the best of its ability of their abilities. Number one, to capitulate and keep that player happy, but also two, if that player is good enough, then playing to their strengths would give you the best chance of winning, right? Like LeBron can play in any system, but if you put LeBron in a system where his strengths are utilized to their full effect, it should transcend any system of basketball because we believe he is a historic like specimen, not only in terms of physical attributes, but in terms of his actual and like basketball intelligence. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
So given that, like we can almost put Kevin Durant on that same spectrum because of his physical attributes,
Exactly.
his feel, and his skills, right?
Yes.
So for us to be critical of the Warriors to default to him is almost kind of it's like it doesn't make sense to me. Because I understand
No,
they're paid.
there's a difference though, Derek. There's a difference between defaulting to Kevin Durant
And relying on
and
Steph
watching
Curry.
him.
Yes. That's the
Not
problem,
relying
bruh.
because you're gonna rely on your best player. It's watching. They literally watch Kevin Durant
Yes,
now,
bro. They have
which is
stopped that
which is
ball
not
offense, bro. Is not the same.
I
That
mean,
context, I'm
It's just like it's literally just like the Celtics. You literally watch
KD go.
Kyrie dribble
Yes,
till like there's 5 seconds left and take a shot.
yes,
I mean
bro.
that's,
That just becomes the offense. They have legit abandoned. Like the problem, Derek. The thing with KD was when he first got there was to be a luxury, not the guy. And over 3 years, he has become the guy. So if you put that in the perspective of what I am saying is, okay, if you call them transcendent basketball players, once KD goes down, shouldn't Steph automatically step in? But the problem is Steph hadn't played like this in 2 years.
Yeah, he not. Yeah, he gotta get back in the groove of things.
He has not played like this in 2 years. He has not played where he has to shoot the ball. I just looked at his stats. Yo, it's horrible. I don't care if he got 10 points. It's bad.
Yeah, he hasn't really been like now that whole another quarter, like he's still not really playing
Yo,
that well.
bro, this is 5 straight games. This should be a sweep. This should be a sweep. Period.
I mean, Chris Paul's playing.
No. This is no cap. This is on him. This is on him. It ain't on Clay. It ain't on Steve Kerr. This is on him if they lose this series. Him. KD got y'all to the fourth quarter, homie. It's your time to go.
James Harden's eyes are messed up, bro.
I don't care about that. I don't.
Okay. Anyway,
I don't.
yeah. Okay. We all agree that Steph needs to step up. He's all world player. Like I don't. I'm just.
This dude is one of the most important basketball players in the NBA.
You know what Steph Curry's playing like right now? He's playing like the Raptors. They're like, yo, we got another game at home. I'm chilling
Yeah,
right now.
bro, like for real. And like, what if he don't play well that game?
Oh, did he really get a flame?
Yeah, bro, he needs to.
Oh yeah, I will
Yo,
have.
we'll have the smoke for Steph Curry if they get the game
Yeah,
7 and he's trash still. Yeah. Yeah,
Chris
people have
Paul's playing out of mind.
Yeah, and they didn't let Chris Paul wake up because Chris Paul went 5 for 7 in that quarter. I mean, literally, there.
Oh my
That's
God,
my
Rockets
that's,
playing great defense. What the heck is this?
Derek. They gonna blow these boys out in the fourth quarter because he's not playing well. He deserves all the credit. He deserves all the flames. He does. He does. We can't say at one point he was better than LeBron James in his run.
Who said that?
Yo, please tell me who said that so I can
Okay,
smack him.
hindsight's 2020, but 2016 he was playing at a higher level than LeBron. He was.
Oh my
Not until
stomach.
the finals.
No,
We
okay.
gotta-
As much as I hated LeBron, I've never said that.
Yes,
Man, my
bro.
stomach hurt.
He Jesus.
Playing it at a higher level than LeBron.
He led
Ever-
the league in score. No, shut up. He led the league in scoring. He
Uh-huh.
led the league in steals. He had a
Uh-huh.
50, 40, 90, and he was a unanimous MVP. He was top 5 in assists. What are we talking about?
LeBron James was still the best player in the league.
That was like
unanimously.
No, I think he was the most impactful player in the league, and that's what LeBron's been for the last 10 years.
No, the whole narrative was still LeBron is the best player in the NBA.
Oh man, I just said it.
Higher level than LeBron. What kind of blasphemy is this?
I know.
Ron,
People might have said that Steph Curry's impact was higher.
Wow,
but
he had a better season.
What I'm saying.
Yeah, but better than LeBron, no.
At a higher level. I'm sorry. I have a lot of respect for LeBron James. I can't just hear that and let it slide.
I want to go back and like I said, up until the finals, he was playing like that. I'm not saying he was playing like that. Like nobody's listening to what I'm saying. He was playing like that up until the finals. And then LeBron averaged like a triple-double the whole entire like series. And averaged like 40 points from like game 3 to game 7.
Also Kyrie.
Kyrie averaged like 30. I'm not about 40. He did have 40 in game 5, I think. Game 5 or game 6. He's in one of those. Yeah.
Didn't they both have like a 40-point game or something like the same game?
Like both them dudes combined for almost like a 90-point game, which was ridiculous. Like that in my life. Like they were all wet. Yeah, it was crazy. But like I'm saying, Steph played at that level. And so you telling me in 3 straight years he can't like play halfway up to that?
You have to. Yeah, Kevin Durant.
Think about this, guys. LeBron James retires. We're gonna have a serious conversation about this dude. That's what I'm saying. We undersell him. We have undersold him. We have. We're gonna have to go back and talk about Kobe. We're gonna have to go back and talk about LeBron because both them dudes came up in the social media era, and nobody loves to shit on people more than social media. We gotta go back and readjust to dudes because we ain't gave them their flowers yet. I don't even think Kobe got his flowers yet. Because you put Kobe on the Rockets? Laugh out loud. Go put 2006 Kobe. You think James Harden could score a Kobe. Okay, put 06 Kobe on this Rockets team and see what he do to the goddamn, to the fucking Golden State Warriors, to Klay Thompson? All right, man. All right. I'm off this. Just had the same energy. That's all I'm saying. Y'all done set the standard. Don't go below it. Don't go below it. That's all I'm saying. All right, Derek, go ahead. Shit on Kyrie. It's your floor.
Ah, yeah, it's my time to shine. Okay.
Yeah. Hey, guys. Hey, yo, just for the record, see how much energy you gonna have for Kyrie and look at all the capping he done for Steph. Go ahead.
Okay, so today's podcast is sponsored by favorite men's wet wipes called Dude Wipes, and sponsored for Kyrie because he shit the bed. Let me tell you guys. All right, so I'm gonna preface this. All I'm about to say about Kyrie, I'm gonna preface it with a very glowing and nice statement about Kyrie Irving as a player. Kyrie Irving is probably one of the hardest working players. I don't say that lightly. If you look at everything about his game, especially if you go back and watch the detail Kobe did about Kyrie during his series against, I think it was just Game 3 against Indiana.
Wait.
Uh,
Derek, you watched that episode?
Yeah.
Hey, yo,
I hope.
did you notice Kobe did a detail on everybody who claimed the Mamba mentality?
Yeah. Thanks, Kobe. I hope you go back and do a detail on any one of the games against the Bucks aside from Game 1. And I want you to have all the energy for Kobe. Not for Kobe, for Kyrie. Disgusting. Anyway, right? But you could tell Kyrie puts a lot of emphasis on things you wouldn't even think about, like playing arrhythmically to throw off defenders, like pulling up off dribbling with the same hand in transition, like stuff you think is stupid that makes him great, right? It's an incredible attention to detail, for lack of a better word. Clearly, his hard work leads itself to an air of confidence that allows him to be great, that allows him to do a lot of things he does so freely because he puts the work in, right? And that's what the great players do. They know and live with the results out on the court because they put the work in prior. So I acknowledge that Kyrie works hard, and I've seen the type of player he can be in his best moments. So I know he can be better than this, which is why I have to go in on him because he's shown me that he can be better, right? And my thing is Kyrie has no real excuses other than I guess he's the number one guy before. Kyrie had, a really good when I say all time, but a really good game one against the Bucks and proceeded to have possibly like the worst 4 games I think a number one player has ever had. Aside from Dame Lillard last year against the Pelicans.
Wait. The worst game a
worst 4-game stretch
has ever had in the playoffs. Period.
A worst 4-game stretch I've seen.
Derek,
4-game stretch.
Do you want to bring up LeBron James' last 4 games against the Dallas Mavericks in the finals? Where
LeBron was LeBron was scoring the basketball.
No, he had 9 points in one game. He had 9 points.
Yeah, I guarantee you, if I go back and I look at
2-1 and he had 9 points.
If I go back and I look up that season stats, it's gonna say something like not season, but that series stats.
About the season, bro. I'm talking about the playoffs. See, that's what I'm saying.
Okay. If I go back, I guarantee if I go back and look at that playoff series stats, it's gonna say something north of 20 points. It's gonna say something north of 20 points. It's gonna say something north of 5 or 6 assists.
You want to talk about James Harden against the San Antonio Spurs 3 years ago? When he had no Kawhi and he got beat by 20 points at home in a closeout game.
That was one game.
Derek, that's more embarrassing than what anything Kyrie did.
Okay, that's
Kyrie played. I said
4 game stretch.
Explain to everybody, this is your bias.
4 game stretch. Did I say 1 game? Did I say moment?
James was pretty bad for that whole series.
You go back and give me the receipts. I guarantee you that you could not find 4 games straight where he shot less than 50% from the field and scored.
No. Kyrie was atrocious.
Okay,
he's not the worst of all time.
I said that I've seen.
Because Derek, you're a Celtics fan, and it's going to feel like that. But he's not the worst you've ever seen. He's not. I can guarantee you that.
regardless, let's just say it was up there with being shitty.
Oh yeah. Okay, say it's one of the worst Celtics performances you ever seen in your life.
It's the worst one, but that's
The worst in your life. Derek, how old are you? 24?
I'll be 26 in October.
20. That's what I'm saying. Damn, you older than me. Damn, I forget how old y'all are. Y'all some old motherfuckers. But yeah, damn. Derek, seriously? Seriously.
4-game stretch?
From any superstar the Celtics have had. For real.
How many have we had, Jake?
In the last
Think about that very carefully.
Oh no, you're right. You're right. I keep including the 80s. Never mind. I'll shut up. You're right. I'll stop. I'm coughing a plea. I'm coughing. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, so anyway, so going back to all that stuff I was saying, all that, nice flowery language I like to use and over explaining stuff. Basically, what I was trying to say is I judge players differently in different situations based on their talents, abilities, and also previous experiences, right? The reason why Kyrie is it's so disgusting how he played and how he went out. It's not only because he played terribly, is that he played terribly the same way 4 times. But it's not only he played terribly the same way 4 times. It's not only that
he never adjusted, bro.
My point. It's not only that he played terribly the same way 4 straight games. It's that
Kyrie was some ass in this series. I'm sorry, Derek. He was some ass
that
series, bro.
It's that instead of acknowledging, maybe I should change the way I play a little bit. They say, Kyrie, you shot 22 shots. You made 6 of them. You think maybe you should shoot? This man said, I'm such a great shooter. I should have got 30 shots.
Boo boo.
And then he proceeded to shoot another 21 shots.
Yo, Kyrie looked at the stat line and said that Giannis got 20 free throws and got pissed off. That is hilarious. Bro, that's funny as fuck.
Ron, you getting called.
Yo, if you don't tell her to shut up.
Oh my.
Ron,
go tell her to shut up.
Our podcast is not over. Okay? Look, this is man's business.
If they trying to get me on this video game.
No, don't get on the video game. We got another hour left. Screw them. Derek, what were you saying? Kyrie was some boo-boo, right?
I mean, but I'm telling you reasons why, him being boo-boo was so egregious. So it's not only that he played bad.
Derek, you better talk about these press conferences because that's what makes it egregious.
I mean, I mentioned that. They asked him. They said that, maybe you should.
No, that's what makes it egregious. I can see you going 7 for 22 and coming in the press conference and being like, I got to play better. And you just hit a rut. I think that's what's saving Steph. Steph is coming to the press conference and saying he's got to play better, but he's not playing better. But at least he's acknowledging it. He ain't blaming nobody. Homie blamed his teammates and his coach twice in 2 different press conferences. Said it was everybody else's fault, not his fault. So that already shows you he ain't a leader. That's what I'm saying. If James Harden and Steph would shoot bad and come out in the press conference and say stuff, they get critique, but they don't get flamed. There's a difference between the two, in my opinion. Critique is I'm serious. Damn, you gotta play better. Flamed is when I'm serious, but then I'm gonna hyperbolize that, and then I'm gonna joke on you, and I'm gonna hyperbolize that. So I'm gonna double bury you, right? Kyrie deserves to get flamed because he act seriously a fuck boy, for real. For real. I don't want him for the Lakers. I hope and pray to God you don't act like this. Like, damn. I didn't know Kyrie had that much of an attitude. I really didn't.
I mean, we should have seen this coming. Like they warned us about this in Cleveland. Like his teammates are like, yeah, this guy's different. Like this guy's crazy. Like he literally threatened the organization and said, if you don't trade me, let me be on my own team, I'm gonna sit out the season. Not because he wanted a new contract, not because like he was getting like unfairly treated. Homie was just pouting, right? So literally, like, and we all thought, this is Cleveland. Cleveland's so dysfunctional. The environment's so toxic. LeBron's gonna leave anyway. Like what we're hearing right now, Kyrie being a terrible leader, a bad teammate, like hard to deal with, mood swings frequently, all that stuff. He's just gonna come to Boston, and that great coaching, that winning mentality, that system is gonna make it all right. Oh man, how we like to trick ourselves, right? Kyrie was basically the really hot girl that you think you want to get with, and then people tell you she has a horrible personality, very abusive, very high maintenance. She very materialistic, right? But you think, the people she's been with, they don't understand her. And maybe you look at and you say, the last guy she was with was pretty possessive, borderline violent, and like she was just in a bad situation. But if she gets with me, I'm gonna treat her right, and she'll switch up. She'll change. She'll be nice, right? And you get with her, and you find out no, she's crazy. Like maybe being in that bad situation didn't help, but some of that was already there, right? And it's going to take more than just a good situation to change that, because it's not like you are taking a child and putting them in a great environment. You're taking a full-grown adult who make their own decisions, and you're asking them to change. You're asking them to be the person that you want them to be because you want them to be it, and you're giving them what you think is the environment to do so. But that's not how the world works, and that's not how basketball works. So Kyrie, terrible leader. And maybe he would have grown into a better one had he learned these lessons at the expense of bad Cavaliers teams that he would have tried to lead to the playoffs, right? Because he had, what was it, like 3 or 4 years before LeBron came back. I think it was like his third year or his fourth year when LeBron came back. They were immediate title contenders. So he never really had that pressure. All he had to do was just be talented, right? Had LeBron not been there, he probably would have ended up leading some of those Cavaliers teams to low playoff seeds. And maybe he would have got guarded in a similar fashion in some of these playoff series, lost them. But because you got to play with LeBron James, who's like gravity is just so great, he never got to experience the defensive intensity a good defensive team could throw at you if you were their number one option. Right? So he basically not only had to learn all that, but he had to deal with a team that he had just been on for not even a whole season, right? Like that first year, like he played maybe like 60% of the games, then left due to injury, saw that team and just assumed, yeah, I'm great, so I'm going to make this better. But he had to deal with all the learning of how to be a leader, how to make people better, on top of dealing with personalities, dealing with people who are trying to get a payday, dealing with people who are trying to establish themselves to get a future payday. And guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, trying to deal with guys who are trying to get it back on track, like Gordon Hayward. You know what I mean? And it just was a recipe for disaster. But clearly, if we had stepped back and looked at the signs and we thought about it, we would have made maybe this situation was just too big for Kyrie. And it's easy to say because we saw that,
Mm-hmm.
but like hindsight's 2020. But it's kind of it's a way different situation. But to me, the best metaphor or the best comparison I can make is putting a backup who had really good success on a decent team and expecting that backup to be able to lead that team to a Super Bowl. A lot what the Panthers are expecting what's his face to do for them. Not the Panthers, the Jaguars. Maybe he can. Maybe he can actually be a number one. But all the evidence of the past
was there for
and
us to see, and we ignored it.
yeah.
Damn, Derek, that was damn. Now you put it like that. Holy shit, John, did you see it that way?
No, I didn't see it that way.
Hell no. Damn, Kyrie been the number 2 the whole time.
I mean, he was a number one on very bad teams.
When you explain like the way you explained it, like what? I didn't. Holy. Wait,
Steph got
Kyrie been robbing the whole time?
I mean,
no. It's crazy because now that you really think about it,
that's nuts. No, he has. He has. No, Derek, you just stumbled upon something like, yo, like
you really think about it.
If you really think about that, that's what you've been explaining the whole time. And my face been like, yo, is Derek is spitting some gospel. Like, oh my God, Kyrie.
Oh, and I just want to say that James Harden is literally fumbling this game, and it's so tragic.
Yeah,
oh my God, no.
He just wet that.
Oh, he did? Oh, okay.
Yeah, he just wet that. You should watch the 2 minutes of this game, Jake. It's pretty interesting. So we have another topic. Wow, they're letting these guys play.
2 minutes left to go? What the? Oh my God, Steph is gonna get escaped.
Steps.
I hate the NBA so much. Yo, he's about to escape the group. Yo.
Okay, the refs are blowing it.
That's you, bro. That's crazy. I'm not watching it, bro. I don't really care. Like, I really don't. Like, because honestly, like the team.
Yeah, I think the refs are fed up with all the complaining. They've had to blow this whistle.
I think the team that's gonna end up winning the championship is in the East. And that team.
Their star player name is Giannis.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Honestly, my brother. No, this is something I want to talk to you guys about, right? Basically, I guess I'm done with Kyrie.
Okay, we done with the Celtics. Congratulations to the Bucks. There's really nothing we can say, but we about to head on to the Giannis, I'm guessing, right?
I mean, we could talk about Kyrie. I guess what
were you about to say? What are you
about to say about what your brother was saying?
Yeah, because it's actually a better idea to give it a bit more time when we do a free agent. When we close to free agency, like after the draft. Like I feel like in the finals is where I'm going to address Kyrie and where I think he should go. And if I want him back with the team, because it's kind of soon. People are very active and very raw. A lot of people. There's a whole get Kyrie the fuck out of Boston movement. You know what I mean? And
which is stupid, but
yeah, but oh my God.
What just happened?
Oh my God!
I hate being so behind and damn, Steph.
Oh, did Steph wake up? Steph woke up.
Clay. Yo, what is happening right now, yo?
That Curry, I hate him so. I hate
Jake. You should watch this game, bro.
Bro, what is happening right now?
This is why I hate him, because he listens. I don't. It's no, bro. Seriously. It's Kobe. In my lifetime, it's Kobe. It's LeBron. It's Steph. Them, and it's Dwayne Wade. Them 4 dudes hear you. They look at Twitter and they laugh, and then they go in the playoffs and just drop nuts on your forehead when it matters. I don't. What did he do, bro? What did he do?
So the game was like 102 to 104 Warriors. Steph like drains a 3. This is pure, right? and the Rockets are trying to get the ball back. Steph immediately steals that shit. Like immediately, like he picks off the inbound pass.
They're
Like
up by 6 with 36 seconds left.
I mean, I'm not that far.
Yeah, no,
But-
that. Yeah, you farther ahead of us.
Okay, now I see. Yeah, okay.
Okay, you know what? Just for
Clay. Yo, bro. Yo, this game's over, bro. I told you. I told y'all the Warriors are winning. I knew this game was over, bro.
okay.
James Harden fumbled the game, bro.
yo,
They had the game in their hand.
Yo,
I'll be right back.
yo, just to close off this, I'm gonna say something. When Kobe Bryant, when these 4 or 5 individuals open their mouth and talk about basketball, I'm gonna listen. Kobe, Magic Johnson, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And what Kobe said about Klay Thompson and Steph Curry was the realest thing I've ever heard, bro. And what he said is, they don't look like they killers, but I have played with them since they've been in the league. And you remember Kobe got hurt right when they were like dominant, you know?
Yeah.
And what about them 2 dudes, okay, keep thinking that they soft. I played against them. He said, them motherfuckers are killers. They will.
No, Jake. The thing is, this whole game is like, yo, where the hell is Steph Curry? It was a minute 45 left. And then Steph's just like, okay, I'm here. I'm like, where you been? And why are you killing them now? Like, it's like they teasing the Rockets. Like they teased them like, yo, we're gonna let y'all stay close the whole game just so we can kill you at the end. The mess is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy what Steph and Klay just did to them.
Jerron, I'm not even watching it. I'm speechless. Wait, what just happened? No, you just get. Oh no! I feel like somebody's killing one of my family members, and they only describing it.
Bruh. I'm behind. The Warriors probably already won because it's there 30 seconds left. While I'm watching on stream.
8 with 30 seconds left, bro. What? What is this? What is
Yo, this is bruh.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Steph, if you listen to this, I'm sorry. I apologize. You that dude. I'm sorry. You the 2-time MVP. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yo, isn't that crazy how great
James Harden hit that 3 though?
It's probably too late though, Jerron.
Yeah, it probably is. Because now they just fouling Steph Curry, but still.
The game's over, boys.
Is it over?
I mean, like to me, it's over.
Yeah,
Like,
it's basically over.
Let me see what you finish with. Cause I might end this podcast right now. What? No. He finished with 30 points. No.
Yo, you know the funny thing? Did we tell you he going to end with 30?
No.
We told you he was going to end with 30. That man Derek literally said he's going to drop 30 in the second half.
I feel so stupid.
how could you,
drop
Jake?
30.
You did this to the Rockets. This man, Jake, literally did this to the poor Houston Rockets.
The Rockets, bro. Like, oh my God.
Like, you woke up.
9, bro. 20. Yo, he had 10 points in the third quarter. So he had a 20-point quarter. That's what I'm talking about. That's greatness. But you see what I'm saying? Like, he proving my point, really. I'm gonna make it work. You see that? He's that good.
Okay. Yo, the Rockets hit these 3 though. 3 threes though. They can tie this game up. They got 12 seconds left.
It's just over.
Like I said, I'm behind though, so I don't know that more stuff could have happened.
Oh no, Jerron, it's 116 to 106 with 12 seconds left, bro. This is over. this is over. They just gonna keep fouling people, bro. Bro, people are tweeting at Paul Pierce, shut up. Never talk again.
No, what did Paul Pierce say this time?
He probably the Rockets gonna win.
Yo, Paul Pierce need to get kicked off because, bruh, everything this man says is like the opposite happens. That is hilarious. Yo, Paul Pierce is like, you know the sad part is, this man Paul Pierce retired. He's still ruining his legacy.
Yo, Jerron, that might be the most relevant thing you said. That's so true. Yo, Derek, I'm not gonna lie, that man is ruining the Celtics in his retirement. I ain't never heard a dumb Celtic talk about basketball. Kevin McHale, Larry Bird, and led franchises to like, you know what I'm saying, to the finals. And KG's great with the Area 21. Ray Allen smart. Ray John Rondo smart. Kendrick Perkins. Hey yo, shout out to Kendrick Perkins because Kendrick Perkins be bringing the gems to Undisputed.
Yeah,
he's really good at that. Like I hope they give him like a full-time position to come on there. Like he's really, really good. He know what the hell he be talking about. And then you got Paul Pierce out here, wheelchair Paul Pierce.
Yo,
talk about had a better career than Dwayne Wade.
This man called James Harden the new Charles Barkley.
Ow, that hurt me. Paul, yo, James, what are you? Nah. You want to talk? You want to have a talk about Steph Curry? Nah, you got to talk about James Harden, bro. Nah. You down 6 with 12 seconds left. You get the ball and you turn it over,
bruh. Steph finished with 31, 5, 4. And he shot 47% from the field. I feel like a straight dumbass. I feel like
you were trying to go in on him, and he's like,
no, I'm just saying, no, but like I hold dudes like him to high standards, and he like Jake. It's like he felt us doing this podcast, and he was like, "Okay, fuck, dude. All right, you bitch, motherfucker. I'm gonna show you."
Oh, Austin Rivers, okay.
Oh, okay, what? This game, I'm telling you, bro. Like
3-point game, yo.
Like literally, Chris Paul's been on.
Chris Paul ain't done nothing. We gotta talk about him too.
Chris Paul has been on 2 teams that the Warriors have just buried. Like first, Chris Paul was on the Clippers, and the Warriors said, "I know y'all ain't doing nothing, right?" And now he's on the Rockets, and they're doing the same thing to his ass.
Hey, no. Hey, yo. Chris Paul had a great game.
What's his totals?
27, 11, 6, and 2.
Yeah, Chris Paul.
He had a good game. You know the stat part, it doesn't look like it.
No. James Harden had a great game too, guys. They just beat them, bro. Like, this is what it is. It's 35, 8, 5, and 4.
Off of like 47 again.
11 for 25, so that's like 42, 43%.
That's like,
and he shot 6 for 15, which is about what?
You know that?
38% from 3.
James Harden's problem though is
it's
that
not bad. They just beat these dudes, bro.
No,
better.
James Harden's problem is that he collapsed in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, that's what it is. James. Oh wait, what my boy Rick Camella just said it. He tweeted out James Harden's last. I'm about to read it. Right now. James Harden has missed several free throws, airballed 2 floaters, and just missed a layup. Tony Romo is covering his eyes. Oh no. Yo, when you get compared to Tony Romo, you need to retire. You need to give up the sport you are Look, I love Tony Romo. Tony Romo got flamed for being a bad quarterback, even though he's really good. But Tony Romo wasn't the dude to win.
Yo, what? Somebody just had a stat. I don't know if it's true or not, but they said Steph hasn't missed a fourth quarter playoff free throw since 2015.
Yeah, that's
What?
clutch.
Think of that bag. I'm after
Steph
him now.
Curry hasn't missed a fourth quarter playoff free throw since 2015.
Yo, do you know how crazy it is that prior to what was the last game? Today's what, Friday? Prior to Wednesday? Like, think about how the Nuggets and Trailblazers feel like. Them dudes close people out in the game 6? That means they get extra rest?
Yes.
What? Hey, Jerron, don't forget we ain't forgot about you, bro. You don't get into your Sixers. This is an all sports podcast, baby. This is playoff edition, bro.
I mean, Sixers are still in it.
Yeah, no, they're like facts. Like I can't, like honestly, without the jokes, without my hype and my passion, like my Lakers suck. Like we literally are like the Knicks, but we're the West Coast Knicks. So you know what I'm saying? We're the Los Angeles Knicks. So we're bad. And Derek's team, their forwards didn't show up. Their wing players didn't show up, other than Jaylen Brown. So that's really like the deciding factor, man. Really, because if y'all were see, this is the thing I want to say to you, Derek. If y'all were able to offset Chris Middleton, y'all would have been fine. 7-game series.
Yo, the Rockets have to be depleted right now, though. You literally held Steph Curry to 0 points at halftime, and you still lost the game. Like, what are you supposed to do at that point? KD's not there. You hold their best player to 0 points at halftime, and y'all still lose. Like, what you put? Like, I don't know how you supposed to feel.
Yo, my timeline is just so disrespectful.
Like you said, Chris Paul drops 27, James Harden drops 35, and y'all still lose. Like, like, what are you supposed to do? What is Houston supposed to do?
I mean, they're just going to be that team, that's always going to be like second round Western Conference Finals until, Chris Paul has to go to the geriatric home. And then, they realize they overpaid Capella.
Did you say that shit?
They realize they overpaid Clint Capella. And they're like, oh, shit. Like,
Derek, that's the most disrespectful thing said on this podcast. Fuck anything else I just said. That was disrespectful. Chris Paul just gonna beat your ass.
I mean, Chris Paul is like the tin man. Like, they gotta bring the oil, lube his joints, so he can put a crossover on a whippersnapper every now and again. You know what I mean? He goes up to Marmor. I remember when I was able to go behind the back. That was back in 07. Oh, Brandon Roy is a great player. Let me tell you, right?
Derek, Chris Paul need to fuck you up.
I mean, if I take if I take away Chris Paul's Lubriderm and I take away his walker, he's not gonna be able to get to me.
Oh, stop, please.
Like, you think Chris Paul's gonna be able to walk around tomorrow after this performance? Like, he's gonna be in cryotherapy. He's gonna get massage therapy during the end of season pressers. You know what I mean? You think he goes outside and plays with his kids? That man's waiting for the mail, the paper mail. Like, that man's old. Getting $40 million a year.
Yo, how you feel about Daryl Morey? Got to feel like a dumbass, right?
I mean, Daryl Morey put his all into it. I can't really be mad. He had the idea that if we
no. He's gonna be paying Chris Paul in 2 years $42 million a year.
Yeah.
I'm not just.
Yo, he's gonna be playing.
This man, Steph Curry, shot 60% in the second half.
Jesus, Jesus Cristo.
He went 0% in the first half, 60% in the second half.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Yeah, bro. That man, Steph
Oh
Curry.
man. Hey
He
yo,
was watching the podcast. He was like, okay, this man, Jake, okay, I got him. I got
yo,
something for him.
yo. This dude Steph felt me talking that shit from literally 2,000 miles away and was like, okay, all right. He showed Clay the Twitter and Clay like snickered, and they're like, we know what's up. Like, yo, this is the funniest tweet so far. Imagine losing in front of Beyonce.
Damn. Yeah.
Yo, they didn't have KD, bro. They didn't have KD. Yo, seriously.
That's why that man KD didn't fly with the team. He was like, why? We got it. It's cool.
Yo, seriously, do you know how disrespect? Hey, yo, no, but like honestly, the funny thing about this is this might be some reverse psychology. Like, if you KD, why leave? Your team can do this without you.
Because Kevin Durant isn't necessarily interested in
I don't
winning.
think he's happy.
Surefire champion.
I
So
agree.
KD trying to save his legacy. That's why he's going to leave.
Yeah. I agree. I don't think he's happy, bro. And it's not that he's not happy with the Warriors. I think the Warriors are everything he's asked for. It's just that like he's not happy with himself. Right? Like, in all honesty, if you want to make it better, bro, like I would sign like a 2-year deal with the Golden State Warriors and go back to the OKC Thunder. That's what I would do and play my years out there. But like,
is Westbrook going to like that though?
I think Westbrook will invite him back with open arms. Because regardless of what people think, I think their relationship is a lot more cordial than what everybody thinks it is.
Jay, I think I could never hope for success.
No. It's not even hope.
I could never hope for success playing next to a man who called himself Playoff Pete.
Okay. Yeah. Every time I hear that nickname, I laugh because that's the worst nickname I've ever heard. But seriously, I think the two dudes, like, no, but seriously, like, yo, guys, we've seen icy relationships in basketball. Like, when you see them two dudes not play in front of each other's home courts, like, they talking and joking. Like, I think a lot of things are overblown for TV. Like, a lot of these dudes are really cordial, if not friendly to each other. And I think the problem with KD is KD should have did what LeBron did with Dwayne Wade, which was that's the first person you tell.
Yeah.
That's the problem with KD. KD let it be known to everybody in the article instead of telling his coach, his teammates, his road dog, and the GM. That's the problem. It became personal, right? And then KD probably to let Russ, bro, it ain't you. It's the franchise. And now I think Russ is starting to realize that. Bro, they haven't supplied me with the talent. Yo, bro, they ain't supplied me with the coach. Yo, Sam, the roster ain't it. Yo, have y'all gone on Twitter and seen the video of Paul George in rehab right now? My man didn't even lift his shoulder, bro.
Yeah, he got surgery on it recently, didn't he?
Yeah, like it's sad, bro. Like he can't even lift it. He tore his whole shoulder up. So it's like it was God, I think it was never OKC thing. It was a Russ thing. Like Russ was like, bro, we built this together and you couldn't like, you know what I'm saying? Even though LeBron and Dwayne Wade are like legit best friends, like peas in a pod, it's just that's like the minute KD should have made his decision, he should have went to Russ's house, had a dinner, sat him down and talked to him about it. And I swear to God, none of this stuff blows up. Russ went in there because Russ respects real. And he felt like his friend wasn't real with him. It's as simple as that. It like Russ felt betrayed. Like you couldn't tell me, bro. Like you felt like I was gonna feel something. I was never gonna feel no type of way. I was never gonna feel no type of way. I was gonna always support what you did. It's just the fact that I had to find out that way. Guys, it's like me not inviting y'all to my wedding or some shit. How would y'all feel?
I feel like that's exactly what's going to happen if I keep.
Derek, you a fool. Okay, Derek, you're an idiot. Like, Derek, you a fool for that. That was stupid. No, but seriously, like, yo, that's like big, like, yo, y'all will feel some type of way. Y'all would. Like, I would feel some type of way. Like, that's the reason. And it just took some years to be like, yo, okay, I get it. I get it now. Right? Like, I get it. But like, I think Russ and KD are perfectly fine. So that to answer the question, yeah, they could most definitely like
While we're on the Warriors, can I ask you guys a question?
go ahead.
Do you think that Kevin Durant really comes back at any point in the playoffs? Let me postulate this question. What if Kevin Durant's injury is more severe than what they're letting on? Or what if Kevin Durant's injury is going to require a couple of weeks of rehab, and Kevin Durant doesn't want to risk getting what could be one of the last two big contracts of his career, so he wants to sit out and preserve himself?
Then the Warriors will not win the championship. They'll get to the Western Conference final. They'll get to the finals, but they will not win the championship.
You think
Unless the Sixers somehow make it to the finals, they can beat them.
Okay. All right, because my man, look, hey, look, Derek, that's Jerron telling us, hey, yo, can I go shit on my team right quick? Like we let Derek shit on his team. We let Jake shit on his team all the time. Let me shit on my team. Hey, Jerron, that's a great segue. Go ahead, shit on your team. Go ahead.
All right. Let me.
Jerron been waiting to throw feces at his team. That's crazy.
No, it's not. It's not even that.
That's not.
The problem with the Sixers is that they keep teasing me. It's like I'm like, oh, y'all trash, and then the next game they're like, oh no, we're like the best team in the East, and it's like, where did this come from? And why can't I do this every game? It's weird. It's like they literally just take games off for no reason. It's like the only person that's consistent is Jimmy Butler. Everybody else, it's just like, oh, this game 2. We don't want to play game 2. Let's play game 3. It's weird. And then Joel Embiid, like, bruh, I don't know what's going on with Toronto and their food or whatever, but you can't be sick 5 games out of 7. Like, there's a problem. It's a serious problem. I don't know what's wrong with you. I understand the upper respiratory infection. I got sick too. It's fine, but diarrhea, like, come on now, bro. Like, what were you eating? What were you eating that you weren't supposed to? Because that's literally what happened.
Wait, Jerron, that's what he had? He had the shits?
In game 4?
Yo, is that the one where he texts Brett Brown, I couldn't go?
No, that was when he got the upper respiratory infection. It was
man.
either if
he out here eating Funyuns and
Look, there was one game, I think it was game 4. This man literally was like, yeah, I got the runs, bro. And I'm like, what did you do? Like, nobody else got the runs. That means you went out, you ate something you weren't supposed to, and it tore your stomach up. First of all, you're in another country. Like, I understand they're a developed country too, but you know, different water treatment, because they got different policies. Like, you gotta think of these things before you just start eating everything up in Canada. But anyway, Ben Simmons, I don't know where you been. Where you been? Like, I need that Brooklyn poster back because where you? I don't know. I don't know where he went. I don't know. He's on the court. Was he on the court? Was he playing?
Definitely.
Y'all tell me. Was he on the court? Did y'all see him? I didn't see him until Game 6. Then he finally showed up. I'm like, I don't know where you've been.
Okay, Gerard. I'm not justifying anything. Just hear me out. This is the problem with Joel Embiid. I've been saying this to Derek, and Derek will probably back me up on this. Joel, 3 things wrong with Joel. He stays hurt because he's out of shape, and he's out of shape because he stays hurt. That's 1 and 2. And then 3, he's an herb. He's an herb. That's his problem. Like,
no, he hasn't matured yet.
He's not mature. Like, that's the problem. He's an herb. Like, it's okay. You can grow out of being a herb. Like, that's not you being corny. You don't want to be corny. He ain't corny yet because he's funny. He's funny, but he's an herb.
Okay, that's cool with Embiid. What's Ben Simmons' problem?
He's an herb that can't shoot. You out
For
here
5 games straight, though?
Yes, but that's his skill set right now. Like, Jerron, this is what I've been trying to tell you for like the last 2 years, man. Like, you have 2 borderline transcendent talents on your team that if they ever made basketball the most important thing in their lives, whew, I wouldn't want to play the 76ers. And the problem is basketball. Like, when you got Joel Embiid out here like, man, I want to eat everything I want to eat, but damn, I love basketball. What? If you don't cut out the goddamn Philly cheesesteaks and the damn bodegas,
after my
I'll slap the look, man. Look, Elton Brand.
I'm gonna stop.
Yo, he should really listen to Elton Brand because Elton Brand is like the number 1 case of what happens when seriously, a great basketball player ends up injury prone. Not a lot of dudes come back from knee and back surgery. Joel has, bro. And he's taking that for granted.
I'm gonna stop being silly and get serious now. Okay, so Embiid's problem is that Embiid likes to play outside of the paint, but he really needs to play inside the paint. He benefits his team more when he's in the post, backing down dudes doing Joel Embiid things that only Joel Embiid can do. Because if he literally takes things seriously, he literally is the best center in the league. But Joel likes to stay on the outside in the perimeter and just shoot threes in 2s all day. I don't understand he can hit them. The thing is that as much as you want him to post up and go in the paint, the fact that he can hit the shots is like, I'm mad at you, but you made the shots. So I really can't be mad at you. I'm still mad at you. 2, Brett Brown, right? There is no reason why the whole year you don't run pick and roll until this series. I unfortunately couldn't watch all the Sixers games because I didn't have NBA League Pass or whatever. But the Sixers ranked 28th in pick and roll. You literally have Joel Embiid on the team. Why are you not running pick and roll? you have a point guard that can't shoot. Why don't you just pick and roll and have him roll to the basket? Because he's a point guard that's almost 7 foot. Like, are you really stopping it? So, dude, Brett Brown, why? Like, please adjust the offense. Like, please, I know you're a defensive coach, but you gotta focus on the offense somewhat because at this point you're not getting fired. Even if you lose this game, Brett Brown's coming back. So,
why do you think that? You don't
because I think Brett Brown proves that the team has improved since last year, so I don't see no reason for them to fire him. Do you not think they improved, Derek?
I think it's because the roster is substantially better than it's been. That doesn't mean the coaching is where it needs to be.
No, I'm not saying that Britt Brown is like a better coach than he was last year. I'm just saying the team has played better, so they might not see a reason to fire him. They might be blinded in the reason to not to fire him. So I don't think he's getting fired.
I think I would hope Elton Brand, being the GM, is able to make the trades that he is, has the foresight to know if there is a better coaching candidate out there that maybe he should consider saying that just because Brett Brown isn't holding y'all back from being able to win these games doesn't mean he's making y'all better. Because if you can get somebody better, in essence, you're getting held back by the person you already have.
Now, next question: is there anybody better out there right now?
I mean, it depends on who wants the job. There are certain guys that might not want the Lakers job, but will want the Sixers job, and vice versa. It's all depending on situations and stuff. Like, I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm sure in hindsight, there are a lot of teams that want to sign Brad Stevens, but Brad Stevens was only willing to come to a situation like the Boston Celtics. You don't know what assistant coach you could lure out to get to a way more stable situation in Philadelphia that's already tailor-made for you compared to something like Phoenix. You know what I mean? So your options are different than other people's options because there might be people who will never come to Philadelphia regardless of how good the situation is. We have an idea of who the head coaches who have already been are in terms of candidates, but we don't know who's in college, who's willing to leave their situation. We don't know who's on somebody's right now. That's a really good assistant.
I don't think Brett Brown will get fired for doing in college. I think if Brett Brown gets fired, it's going to be for like a name brand head coach that's already got like a serious 19.
I agree, bro. Like, Jerron, like, honestly, man, like, I know this is going to sound crazy, but because the Lakers fumbled that Tyronn Lue bag, go ahead and hire homie because he's better than Brett Brown.
Yeah, I can see that, but I don't know if we'll see. Okay, the thing with the Sixers is that this offseason is going to be really interesting because besides Embiid and Simmons, everything else is up in the window. We don't know we getting Jimmy. We don't know we're keeping Tobias. We don't know we're going to have the same coach. We don't know who our role player is going to be because we don't know we're signing JJ Redick back. Like, the Sixers are going to have a very interesting offseason. And this is the perfect time for them right now to put pressure on the Raptors and go ahead and win this game because I think they can have a good series against the Bucks. But like I said, the problem with the Sixers is they're it's not even that they're inconsistent. I feel like they pick and choose what games they want to play. Like, not an inconsistency at this point. Like, I feel like you do it on purpose. And that might just be me as a fan, but it's like there's no way that you get blown out by 40 in game 5 and then you dominate the whole game 6. Like, it doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't. I'm confused. And the tragic part is that I'm so hard on the Sixers because they always do this to me. It's like in the predictions, I'm like, they're gonna go to game 7 and lose. And well, damn, they can't listen to that because it got corrupted. Never mind, they don't know what I'm talking about. But I predicted that the series is going to the 7 and it was going to lose. And the reason why I said that, and I still think that, is because the Sixers, every time they hit a high point, it's like they just fumble it, and I don't know why. It's not even that they're like mentally weak because they're not. It is something about the Sixers. They just like it's like the Sixers go up 20, and then they just fumble it, and then it's like, oh, they only up 6, and then they kick it back in. It's like, oh, we up 20 again. It's like, why can't you just keep the 20 consistently? I don't know. I don't know what it is about this team. It's just it's
basketball.
but no, that is it's stupid stuff too. It's like, oh, Ben Simmons catches the ball and it just slips out of his hands, and then the next possession, it just slips out of Mike Scott's hands, and then the next possession, Joel Embiid hits it off his foot. It's like 3 times in a row. He's like, "What are y'all doing? Like, are y'all nervous or like what's going on? I don't understand." But yeah, the Sixers, I don't know, Sixers are a hard team to be a fan of because the inconsistency it drives you crazy. And then you have that stupid gift that Jake put on the groupie with Brett Brown with his head back. Like, what are y'all doing? Yeah, that's how I feel when I watch the Sixers. Just,
Bruh, that's one of the reasons why I love playoff basketball, because you get those pictures and those gifts. Them things be, man, Brett Brown looked like he wanted to slap the everlasting taste out of his teeth. Brett Brown legit contemplated coaching the G League. like, bro, it was hilarious that picture. He was like, "Why am I coaching this team?" Oh yeah, I make millions of dollars. I love it.
No, I feel it because that's literally how the Sixers play. You just like, what are y'all doing? Like, it's literally like, what are y'all doing? It's at least the Celtics, like, they had a bad stretch. Like, you can see they were just weren't playing well. The Sixers just like, bro, what? Like, I don't know what y'all doing. I have no idea. Cause I know y'all can play way better than this, and y'all just, yeah, bro. Sixers, they're a weird team, but
they are like Jerron. I think the thing I can say about all 4 of the Western Conference, Eastern Conference teams that played in the semifinals this year is that they were inconsistent. It's just that one team was way more inconsistent than the other team.
No, the Bucks were inconsistent. They just had a bad game.
Yeah. Okay, that's true. Because as my dad has always said this to me about like who the teams will be at the end, and he was like, "Look, you're either really better than everybody else, which is the Warriors, or you build habits over the 82 games that you can rely on in the playoffs, and that's the Bucks."
Exactly. That's another thing with this Sixers team. We have no habits because
it's habits. You got to build habits, but that's coaching and that's culture and that's.
But we have no habits because we didn't have our full star lineup. We had our full star lineup for like 6 games.
Yeah, like Jerron, y'all literally tried to build y'all habits in like 20, 30 games, which is like really unrealistic, honestly. And
Joel Embiid was
and at least
half of those.
Exactly. And it leads to inconsistency. It's the same thing with the Celtics. And what I was telling Derek, it's like, man, like, I understand Gordon Hayward is an ex-all-star. I understand Jaylen Brown is an up-and-coming 2-guard in the NBA. I understand Jason Tatum's an up-and-coming wing player in the NBA. I understand Kyrie is a champion. He hit the game-winning shot to win the finals. Like, I understand all of that. Like, Brett Stevens is one of the top 5 coaches in the NBA. Danny Ainge, great GM. But when you don't build habits over the season, you get beat. And the habit of the Celtics were they would win 4 games and then they would lose 4 games. And I know Derek would attest to that.
Yeah, they were up and down the whole season.
Yeah, like they were just like, yo, it was crazy. You'd be like, what, like, Jerron, it would be crazy for like 2 weeks. You'd be like, man, the Celtics just donkey fucked everybody. And then for the next 2 weeks, you'd be like,
where'd they go?
Y'all can't be losing to the Suns. You can't be letting DeAndre Ayton get 30, 20, and 7 on you, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's stuff like that. Like, it was just inconsistencies. And, you know, the Celtics, at least what you could say last year is that Kyrie got hurt at a point where the Celtics were starting to build habits, but that injury didn't affect them, and they built sustainable habits that when they got into the playoffs, they could rely on them. And that's what they got within a 4th quarter of going to the finals. This year, they just didn't do it. And it might be because they have too many guys or too little guys, or the guys that they have don't fit the system. but it's interesting, and that's how the NBA works. It's like OKC. Like secretly, OKC was the Boston Celtics of the West.
Yeah, well, they did it kind of different.
They didn't build great habits. They went on long winning streaks and then losing streaks, then long winning streaks, then losing streaks, then long winning streaks, then losing streaks. Like look at the last 20 games of the season. They were on like a awful run. It was like 8 and 12. They were like the 3 seed, and they ended up being what, the 6 seed.
Yep.
Yeah, like yeah, man, with like 10, 15 games left to go. Yeah, it's not building habits. And the thing with the 76ers is they're so banged up. The coach is still trying to really learn the roster. He is yet to have a full, complete roster.
Yeah.
Elton Brand is a new GM, even though he made great moves this year. It's just like, man, 76ers was so much in flux this year. And so that's why I'm like, okay, you might let Tobias go, but you bring back Jimmy, and you add some other pieces, and you add some depth to your bench, and you give it another go. So I know I've been saying fire Brett Brown, but Jerron, honestly, man, you got to see what he has to do with a fully healthy team. Like, I would like to see the 76ers be a top 3 seed, fully healthy going into the playoffs, where Joel can't give it every other game, where Ben can like score other than driving to the rim, where Jimmy,
I will say,
doesn't spend 30 games with the team. And that's what I would like to see from the 76ers. Because, dude, like, honestly, I think Derek will say this with me. It's like, man, yeah, y'all have way more transcendent talent than.
No, Jake, I'm gonna just say this, and you probably gonna think I'm crazy, but if the Sixers can get past the Raptors, we can beat the Bucks. We can do it.
Oh, you really think so? Now, see, I would agree. No, see, Jerron, I would agree with you.
They literally have no answer for Joel Embiid at all.
Okay, no. I would agree with you if Joel was healthy.
Yeah, but
that's the problem with me. I hate that. I hate it. Like, Joel had reached the point where it's like Steph dislocates his finger and you wonder if he's healthy. Nah, he's healthy because he's Steph. Like, he ain't gotten to that point yet. Joel got to play. You know what I'm saying? Like, Joel out here getting his knee drained every game. Like, it's nuts.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? When you got to text your coach that I can't go 8 hours before a game.
That's sickness, though. That's different.
Yeah. But it's like his diet, his weight, and his health are affecting the way he plays games. And it's just not one of them.
Yeah, he gotta change all that.
Joel, like, you know, the movie Bubble Boy, like, he needs to be in one of those chambers, just like medically sealed chamber where no germs comes in and he can work out.
Joel literally need to get that knee healed, and he literally need to in the process change that diet or that get healed
and get in shape. Bro. I need to see Joel come back ripped, bro. Like, for real, skinny and ripped and strong. So he could be quicker with his moves. He could be quicker off the dribble. He can already dribble for a 7'1" dude. He got the footwork. He got to be quicker and more explosive, because people like Al Horford, even though he's one of the best post defenders we've had in the last 10 years of basketball, Al Horford really shouldn't necessarily be stopping Joel Embiid. He should be making Joel Embiid's life difficult, but he should not.
That last year he just outsmarted him. You could tell.
Yeah, man. Like, and then Baines just beat him up.
Yeah.
It was like, nah, man, this should not happen. And then, if I'm Ben's trainer, if you step foot in the paint, you run 10 laps. I need to see you shoot, bro. We know you can finish in the lane with the best of them. We know this. You gotta shoot, bro. You gotta shoot. And then with Jimmy, You just got to give Jimmy a full season to be with the team. And if y'all can sign all 4 dudes,
like I said, if we beat the Raptors, I think they all coming back. I don't see why not.
Jerron, that's why I say, man, hey, look, the funny thing about this whole situation is, man, the best part about this is y'all playing the Raptors, and there's no telling how much lemon booty they still have in them.
Okay, let's talk about the Raptors. Let's talk about the Raptors.
Yo, Derek, you still there?
Yeah, I just want Jerron. I think peak of the 76ers is when y'all have Rashawn Holmes on the squad. Y'all need to get him back.
He on the team. He's a son now. He's a son now.
Trade for him, bro. 2 first rounders.
And we got Bolden now. We just gotta get him up to shape. It'll be fun.
But you know how hard it is to see people in shape? See Joel Embiid. You know how hard it is to see people in shape? See Joel Embiid. I'm serious, bro. Well, what'd you want, Jay? I had to
we're talking about the Raptors. We're talking about the Raptors.
We're talking about the Raptors. Like I said to y'all last night, like, man, ever since Kawhi smiled like Momo in that one video on Twitter last week, oh my God.
No, but I don't want to talk about Kawhi because Kawhi been Kawhi. That's cool.
Okay, yo. So this
I want to talk about the Raptors.
Okay, the Raptors.
And how they're literally the same team as last year.
Okay, this is a problem. It's a problem. Hey, Jerron, for the first time since Brett Brown has been there, he's out-coached the coach in the playoffs.
Yo, Nick Nurse, bro. Well,
Nick Nurse looks lost. Regardless, and Derek, that's not me saying it. That ain't me being a hater. Everybody's like, man, what is Nick Nurse doing? What is he doing?
I can tell you what he's doing. Give the ball to Kawhi. That's what he's doing.
Give the ball to Kawhi and stop the ball movement. Like, that's what's wrong with their offense. Their ball movement's not working. It's really been Siakam and Kawhi or bust. Because, like, Kyle Lowry's terrible. Serge Ibaka's not impactful. Marc Gasol's too old. And all those other bench players aren't good enough. Period. It's as simple as that.
They're also missing OG.
Hey, Jerron, I wouldn't count y'all out in that game because if Joel can muster any gas, yo, that would be a hell of a game for Tobias Harris to show up.
Yeah, because Tobias has been.
If Tobias show up and then Joel can be decent, I know Jimmy might come into the damn stadium with the damn headband on like the Karate Kid.
Yo, when Jimmy put the headband on, he's ready.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Jimmy might be out here like, I will kill y'all. I got the gat in my shorts.
Yo, you're a Timberwolves fan. You have to be salty right now.
Oh, hell yes. Absolutely.
Because you had Jimmy Butler.
Y'all should have made the playoffs with just y'all talent. Y'all should have made the playoffs.
Because you had Jimmy Butler. Y'all ran him that man out the city.
Yeah, because y'all players are soft. But yeah, that's my problem is that, like I said to Derek a couple of weeks ago, Kawhi has played himself into my top 5.
Oh yeah, like I said,
because he's had to play like a mismatch, but he doesn't want to be that. He's not naturally that. He's not. He's playing like it because he's good enough to do it.
No, like I said,
but like y'all can,
like
y'all can
2 games ago.
But am I the only person that can only see on Kawhi's face he don't want to play like this? He really doesn't.
I thought he was just like, yo, get me out of the city because this coach can't do nothing. That's the face I see on Kawhi.
No, I don't even think it's Nick Nurse because it's the thing with Nick Nurse. I think Nick Nurse can get better. I think with every young coach you think have promise, they can get better. Is either they get better first. As simple as that. I'm not gonna change my argument on that. Do I think Nick Nurse has been his reputation has been deflated? Yes. Do I think he's been out coaching the series? Yes. But do I think Nick Nurse can get better? Absolutely.
Oh yeah, he get better.
I think Kawhi doesn't think Nick Nurse is the issue. I think Kawhi is tired of looking at his superstar, who was an all-star, who almost averaged double-digit assists this year, who averaged 20 points per game this year, having horrible games in the playoffs. Right? Like Siakam's not ready to be that second dude. Siakam's too young and he's too unpolished. Like, give Siakam 2 years. Oh my God. Siakam gonna be dunking on just everybody possible. Like, he coming. He's coming. He's the next one at Toronto that they need to sign if Kawhi leaves. But like, he's not ready yet. And that's no slight to his game. By the way, guys, that Spicy P nickname that y'all gave Pascal Siakam, that is the worst nickname since Playoff P. Stop calling him Spicy P. No. That's an awful nickname. That's an
like spicy.
No, Jerron, that's so bad. That is so awful for how good he is. He is so good. He is so good, and he shut me up. And I like when people shut me up. I like when people prove me wrong. They achieve their what they supposed to be, man. He like, if I was to give him a nickname, it would be Swiss Army knife. Because he can handle, he can defend.
That doesn't roll off the tongue though.
It doesn't, but that's what he's, a Swiss Army knife. That's what he is.
That's what he is, but it doesn't roll off the tongue. Spicy P rolls off the tongue way better than Swiss Army knife.
I know. But you know who he remind me of?
Who?
He reminds me of Lamar Odom.
Nah. Lamar was way more fluid of a basketball player.
He was way more fluid, but for all the things Lamar Odom could do, Pascal can do that.
Lamar Odom could run your point guard. You know that, right? Like at
Pascal
times,
can run point guard. They've given the ball to Pascal to run point. To initiate the offense, they've given it Pascal.
Are you sure? Or did it?
Yeah, no. I'm not. No,
he's not lying.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying on that. They have Derek. Like Derek. Like Siakam can be like multiple time all-star good. Like for real. Like 20 points per game, 6-7 rebound, 5 assist dude. Like he is that good. He is that good. He's young. Like he is that good. Masai Ujiri gonna find a way to mess it up, but he's that good. He is really that good. And like, I really wish they would have traded both them dudes, man. Honestly.
Nobody wants that Kyle Lowry contract.
Oh man. Okay. People need to stop saying that Russ got the worst contract in the NBA. Man, yo, Derek, I told this to you. Remember we had that conversation that every time Kyle Lowry get up in the morning, he gonna see $30 million in his bank account. Do you think Kyle Lowry deserved that?
I honestly think the worst deal in the NBA is Chris Paul's. They're gonna be paying Chris Paul.
Chris Paul yo, Derek, Chris Paul might be washed, but Chris Paul ain't gonna give me 0 points.
Nah, I'm sorry. They're gonna be paying Chris Paul LeBron James money.
Why don't bring that up? The Rockets are so trash.
Like you know how like every game like when they call it when they call the starting lineups like Dirk would get up in his sweats and he would sit down because he's not in the starting lineup. They would just say, and Dirk Nowitzki. And Dirk would get up and like wave his hands and he's like a diplomat and he sit right back on the bench in his warm-ups. That's gonna be Chris Paul like next year. Like Chris Paul is gonna be like on his Vince Carter. Chris Paul's gonna be on his Dirk Nowitzki next year, bro. Remember, Chris Paul's gonna score 30 points and then miss 5 games straight. Like y'all. This is crazy. Y'all talking about Kyle Lowry? At least Kyle Lowry's productive in the regular season. Like Chris Paul is good, but he's like a Hall of Famer that's regressed good. And we see what happens to Hall of Famers. And at least Dirk is 7 feet tall. Dwayne Wade still has a modicum of athleticism. Chris Paul's my height. Like that ain't it.
Okay, Derek, just to prove your point, somebody just tweeted that Chris Paul is Nate Robinson with no athleticism.
Oh.
That's mad hard. People gotta start playing with Nate Robinson's name. He just played the wrong sport. We can be honest. Like if Nate Robinson was like a defensive back.
Oh, he would be great. Yeah, he'll be excellent. Yeah. But my problem with Kyle Lowry, Derek, is that man, like you leaving Kawhi hanging, bro. That's my problem. I think Kawhi ain't really used to like carrying a team. Like I think that go back to my Anthony Davis. In the podcast, people don't know that. Like I said that Anthony Davis was top 5, and I left Kawhi out of my top 5. No disrespect, because I thought that Anthony Davis was more of a mismatch than Kawhi. Because I think Kawhi played in a better system that didn't need him to be a mismatch, while Anthony Davis forced him to be a mismatch every night to get it done. And what is happening is Kawhi has gotten a taste of having to be that dude. And even though his skill set matches that, I don't think he likes it. I really don't. I really don't think he's used to this style of play. I really honestly don't think he likes the East Coast style of play. So overall, Jerron, to answer your question with the Raptors, I don't trust them. I trust Kawhi though. You know what I'm saying? Like I trust Kawhi to go for 30 in that game.
The problem is all those games that the Raptors lost big, Kawhi did go for 30. It's not Kawhi. We trust Kawhi. Kawhi's not the problem with the Raptors. It's everybody else in the team.
Jerron, what you need to be worried about is team defense. Can your team bring that team intense defense?
No. When I worry about my team, it is, do you want to play today or not? That's what I got to worry about. If the Sixers want to play, we can win. If they come out like 6 days ago, like they did in Game 5, then it's a wrap. Because the Sixers either start off good or they're bad. There's no they don't have that I flipped the switch like the Warriors did this last game. Like there's no flip the switch. They either play bad or they play good. So we're gonna see the first 5 minutes of Game 7 when Sixers team show up. I'm telling you, Jake, though, if Markelle Fultz would have worked out, this series would have been over.
Oh no, this would have been a wrap. But like, Jerron, I think you need to really have faith because, man, if there's one thing you can count on, I think it's the Raptors kind of being lemon booty at home. They good for that. They really are. No, but they really are, bro. When's the last time you seen them win a Game 1 home series? Other than this series, like
they won Game 1, but then they got blown out Game 2. So
yeah, like it's you never know. I really think that game on Sunday is a toss up. Like for real. Like I really do. I don't think y'all gonna lose that. I don't know. Like I really at this point I don't know. That's the game I really want to watch. I really don't even want to watch the Game 7 of Denver and Portland, even though that's been the best.
I gotta watch that. That's the best series.
Yeah, but Game of Thrones, and yeah, I need to watch that.
You be watching Game of Thrones. I'm gonna be watching that game.
Okay. Yeah. So that's really all I have to say about Toronto. I really have nothing like really else to say about them other than like good luck because they're gonna have a lot of Toronto Raptors fans on the edge of their seat the whole game because I just got a feeling that's gonna go a little different than what people thinking. So
I just hope we get this win.
If y'all get this win, but that's what I want to see. I want to see screw Kawhi versus Giannis. I want to see Joel versus Giannis. That's what I want to see. But like other than that, I'm done with basketball. That's all I got to say. And no, I'm not talking about the dumbass Lakers. I'm not doing it. Nope.
No, you gotta talk about that protest I just had today.
Yeah, that's big.
Again, I'm gonna say it again. What is there for me to say? What? No.
All 5 people showed up.
What is there for me to say? Other than, like I've been saying, we are the Los Angeles Knicks. We're a shit show. We are a shit show. Yo, like seriously, if we get one of these big time free agents, I'm deleting my Twitter.
Why?
Because I wouldn't believe it.
You don't think good things could happen to you?
Derek,
That's sad.
Derek, good things have already happened to me this week. Liverpool beat Barcelona. Okay. We're in a Champions League final, and then on Sunday, we got a possibility of winning the Premier League. I'm hype as a sports fan right now. I don't need the Lakers ruining my vibe right now. I really don't. And right now, that's all they've been doing is ruining my vibe. That's it. That's it. That's it. Do you know in the perfect world what would be perfect for some eccentric, silent, multi-billion-dollar dude to come and ask Jeannie Buss to buy the team, and she sells her stake in the team, and then the silent partner who owns the other 50% of the Lakers sells his part, and this dude dumps billions of dollars into the franchise, and he hires the right competent people, and we rebuild. That is my hope. That is it. I have no hope. Derek, they have beaten me down worse than what USC football can do. Derek, I have never been this distraught about the Lakers. I have the 06, 07. Nah, man. I wasn't distraught. We were not even a bad team, but we were a really average team at that time. But this it has nothing to do with anything on the court. It has everything to do with our front office and our owners. We have nothing. Like we have nothing, bro. Like there's nothing. There's nothing to look forward to. Derek, we offered an ex-Laker, a dude who helped us win 2 championships, a 3-year, $18 million contract. And then on top of that, tried to dictate his coaching staff hires. That dude has a ring. He has a championship. Derek, do you know how disrespectful that is? We offered Luke fucking Walton a 5-year deal, but we couldn't offer Tyronn Lue a 5-year deal? We couldn't let him pick his own staff? Derek, it's embarrassing. We're a shit show. Yeah, man, screw James Dolan, bro. He ain't the worst owner in the NBA anymore. That title's reserved for Jeannie Buss. Period. Derek, if I could go back to the last time we won a championship and I told you in the next 10 years, the Los Angeles Clippers were going to be ran as a better franchise than the Los Angeles Lakers, what would you say?
Haha.
Okay, then. Look what just happened. That's all I got to say, bro. I don't really want to talk about them. I really don't. They're a disappointment. They're an embarrassment. Like, what else is there to say, bro? You got the greatest Laker of all time quitting because a job is too hard? We got nepotism and friendships being considered over actual stability and function and winning in the franchise? Come on, bro. Like, what else is there for me to say? If this was not the Los Angeles Lakers, and honestly, it's like really honestly a paradox, honestly. Because it's the Los Angeles Lakers, they're getting flamed. And because it's not the Los Angeles Lakers, they're not getting flamed. If it's so weird, it's right and wrong at the same time. But people want to keep talking about the Knicks. Yeah, the Knicks have been in the playoffs the last 6 years. We haven't. So, Jerron, to answer your question, I don't give a damn about no protest because all that is a bunch of young Lakers fans whose favorite player was probably D'Angelo Russell. I don't give a damn what none of them do. None of them dudes know about Michael Cooper and Sam Perkins and Kurt Rambis and Byron Scott and James Worthy and Paul. What man? Y'all don't know about these dudes and Pat Riley and Dr. Jerry Buss and Paul Westfall and Magic and Kareem. None of them dudes know about that. Nobody knows. None of them dudes know about Rick Fox and Robert Ory and Tyronn Lue and Shaq and Kobe and Phil Jackson and Tex Winters. No, them dude. These young kids don't know about that. All they know about is Kobe 2009, 2010, and 2011. That's all these Lakers fans know. If you ask them anything after that, nobody knows about no Radonovich at the 3. Know about no Smush Parker. Some Sasha Vujicic, Jordan Farmar. Y'all don't know about
Jordan Farmar. I used to
Y'all
love
don't
that
know.
dude.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they don't know about that. They don't know about that life. They don't. They don't. They just do not. They don't know about that Lakers team. Yeah, man. So that's what I'm saying, yo. Like when Sasha Vujic was top 10 in NBA 3-point shot percentage. Yeah.
They don't know about the Tyreek Black Lakers.
Yeah, man. Come on, bro. Y'all don't know about that, bro. Like none of y'all do. Like none of these young cats know. Oh man, this is the worst time the Lakers have ever had. No, the fuck it's not. If you've been paying attention the last 20 years, it sure as hell hasn't. The only difference is our front office and our owners are stupider than they've ever been. What a bunch of whiny, entitled fans. And I've been trying to tell y'all this. Only one fan base in the NBA would go out in sunny ass LA in the middle of the goddamn summer to protest over a fucking basketball team. What? If you don't take your ass to Venice Beach or go smoke some weed, you herb, like what the fuck are you doing? Spending your time at the Staples Center. Don't make no damn sense. Just trying to get on goddamn ESPN. God damn it. See, now y'all done piss me the fuck off. I don't even want to talk about this shit no more, man.
Yeah, we should start wrapping up.
Y'all wrap it up because y'all done piss me off now. Thanks, Jerron.
I mean, I got one more topic I want to talk about. So, just give me a quick summary of what y'all think some of the results of both Game 7s, the conference finals, and then we'll do matchups. So don't give me your opinions or who you think is going to win all. Just give me your finals predictions.
I'm heated now. Damn. Jerron, you go.
So I'm gonna start. Or John.
Oh, Derek or Jerron, y'all go. I'm heated right now. I got to calm down.
So basically, just predictions on this Game 7. So for the Denver Blazers series, damn, who's winning that? I honestly don't know. I'm gonna go Denver.
That's what I kind of want to talk to you guys about too. Do you think this is going to be the year, like when the Mavs randomly won in 2011, where we might have a team that's not
No.
radar?
No.
whatever team runs to the Warriors next series is getting stumped. It's just
No, yeah, Derek. Like literally, they faced they last two hardest series. Period.
yeah,
Period.
yeah.
They gonna donkey fuck whoever gets to that conference finals.
I'm gonna go with Denver. I think Denver will win because Jokic
Better hope it's
is.
not if you want a good Western Conference Finals.
I mean, I don't think the Blazers do any better.
That's true. That's true.
So I think Denver wins that game 7 because of Jokic. I believe Jokic probably go for another triple double. For Toronto and Philly, I'm gonna actually go with my team. I'll say Philly wins that game. Kawhi gonna have a big game because it's Kawhi, but I feel Joel Embiid will actually show up in Game 7. And if he does, then we got that. Let's see. Milwaukee versus Sixers. I'm gonna go on a limb and say the Sixers win that in 7 games. Cause I think the knee issue with Embiid might be they might have a game plan for it because most of Embiid's problem has really been sickness. They never really talked about the knee in a while. So I think they have a system down for his knee. So once he gets physically in terms of sickness better, I think he'll actually be there for those games. So as Joel Embiid is actually playing well, he the Sixers win that series in 7. For the Warriors, Denver, the Warriors winning 5, like it's no big deal. Like the Warriors, they closer to the finals at this point. They had their conference finals already. They beat the Rockets. It's done. And then so that leaves Sixers, Warriors in the finals.
All right. My predictions are that I think the Portland Trailblazers are actually going to end up winning their game 7 against the Nuggets. The Nuggets are just a bit more inexperienced, and the Portland Trailblazers have done a very good job overcoming adversity to this point. And I think that experience and Dame pretty much trying to prove that he is a superstar, that he should be, a top 15, top 10 guy, and we should. He's trying to press to show that he is a legitimate MVP candidate. I think he's going to have a big game Sunday. I think he's going to get it done. And go to the Eastern Conference. The thing about Kawhi Leonard, to me, it's striking is he is the most consistent superstar left in the playoffs. Which is crazy to me. Like Kawhi, even like when he has like a bad game, his bad game is like I missed all my threes, but I scored 25 efficient points. You know what I mean? Like Kawhi has missed all his threes in the last 2 games. I don't think that continues. The biggest thing about Game 7 is how confidently does the Sixers come out and play. Because if Ben Simmons plays with the same authority and aggressiveness, I think the Raptors are going to be very hard pressed to beat the Sixers. But my thing is, it's pretty much with Jerron. I don't watch the team enough, but I kind of get the vibe that this team kind of is frustrating, and you know how the talent should perform, but how often it underperforms is just baffling. And the fact that if they can all play together, at least at 80% of their potential, you believe that that team is like heads and shoulders above most teams left in the playoffs. But because you can only get one guy playing at 100%, but another guy will play at 50%, because you'll never have guys just in harmony without a whole offseason, a whole season to get underneath the coach. To me, I just look at the Raptors. If Kawhi can be consistent, and if the role players can help him out at home, then it's just too easy for the Raptors. So I think I'm gonna go with the Raptors winning that series, and then the Eastern Conference it will be the Raptors and the Bucks. I personally think Mike Budenholzer and that Bucks team
is probably the most cohesive team in like basketball. Like they are all dedicated to their team's concept, which is allowing Giannis to get easy opportunities, whether it be in transition or in the half court, uh, to get into the paint and for him to make reads off that. And as he continues to be more confident with his jump shot, he's shown that he, over at least over a short sample size, has the confidence and the ability to hit those shots with some consistency. Um, if he really unlocks that part of his game, it's just going to make it a very, very, very big challenge for Kawhi Leonard to try to guard because Kawhi is 6'8", but Giannis is a legitimate 7 feet, and he's strong. He arguably is stronger than Kawhi, and is arguably faster than Kawhi. I mean, they're both physical specimens, so obviously we don't. I'm not gonna compare 40 times or vertical because what's in game for a lot of times is way different than from what you see, um, you know, in the combine. Hell, Pat Connaughton has a 40-inch vertical. He's like a great athlete, but you couldn't tell watching him play because he didn't get the opportunity to use that athleticism a lot. He doesn't have the ball in his hands to throw down. Case in point, to me, that's going to be the most interesting series of the playoffs remaining, depending on whether or not Kevin Durant comes back. If Kevin Durant comes back and he can play himself into health by the Western Conference Finals, however long that goes, then the NBA Finals isn't going to be that interesting. But before we get to that, I'm gonna go ahead and predict the winner of that Trailblazers Warriors series. I don't know if this will be the Trailblazers conference appearance, but at this point, a center like Enes Kanter really isn't necessary to go against a team like the Warriors. So I don't know who they go to be their small ball five, but they got to figure that out quick because the Trailblazers have really tried to slow themselves down and be methodical. But if they're slow paced, methodical, and they don't get to enough possessions, the Warriors can and will shoot them out the building with or without Kevin Durant. So I think the Trailblazers are tougher and better and play way more together than a lot of teams. So that makes me underrate them a bit, or makes a lot of people underrate them. I think they can take the Warriors to 6 or 7 games. I also think the Warriors are just going to beat them out based off of experience and the greatness of Steph Curry. So my NBA Finals would be Warriors Bucks, and again, I think it depends on if KD comes back. If KD comes back and he can play himself back into a rhythm, then it doesn't matter who they're playing; they're going to get mollywopped in like 5 games. But if KD doesn't come back, or if he doesn't come back healthy, then that NBA Finals will be worth watching because I think the Bucks are very well coached. They are cohesive. Again, they have a singular focus, and it seems like every one of their actions for that team is predicated on the team concept, which is Giannis will provide everything for us. All we need to do is give him the opportunities so he can give us the opportunities. The Warriors not supposedly, have basically played like that up until KD has got there. And has become the leading force on that team. So long story short, I think because so together they have the MVP and Giannis, they won't get swept. It'll be a competitive, I think, 6-game series if Kevin Durant comes back. If he doesn't come back, I actually think the Bucks can beat the Warriors. That's just me. But if it, so I shouldn't have done an NBA Finals prediction. My prediction is just Bucks and Warriors in my NBA Finals. What do you got, Jake?
For the game sevens, really, I just want to see the superstars step up. I really don't even care who wins. Who I would like to win though, like I don't like really care what the outcome is. Like I really don't. Just like I didn't care about who won the Houston Golden State series. For this one, who I would want to win, I would like to see Bucks and Sixers because I think that would make for a better series. Well, we already know the Bucks are going. We already know Golden State's there. But like for the 2 game 7s, I would like to see Portland win, man. I would like to see Dame, like, even though he started off really slow and I was like really judging him this series, that last game that I watched, like that's the last playoff game I watched, like last night, he was amazing. Like, bruh, that third, fourth quarter, I mean, homie was hitting 35 footers everywhere. So like he was amazing. I would love to see him do that in Denver and like get there. So I'm gonna go on my heart and gut feeling. I'm gonna go Portland, Golden State. And I'm gonna go Sixers and Bucks, and I have Golden State winning in 5, and then I have the Bucks winning in 6, and then
Yeah, you go ahead, finish it off.
and then in the finals, if Katie ain't healthy, toss up. If he is healthy and he's okay, he's confident on that leg, Warriors in 5. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, I would like to see the Sixers and the Trailblazers win because I think it's better narratives, it's better matchups. I don't know Toronto, no, for the love of God, no, because Toronto will lock their ass up. Toronto is a horrible mismatch for them. They have nothing inside that can deal with Giannis. Nothing, absolutely nothing, and their guards will get eaten alive. Their guards will get eaten alive. But yeah. Please let the Sixers win. For the love of God, please.
Eric Bledsoe is shutting down Kyle Lowry. It's not.
Yeah, like
Eric Bledsoe is eating Kyle Lowry.
Yeah, like no. But remember who's back? Malcolm Brogdon's back.
Oh yeah, he is back.
Remember, he has not played the playoffs. That one playoff game that they beat the Celtics to close the series, that was his first game back. Yeah, man. Like they're loaded. They are loaded. They would beat the Raptors like they stole something. Like, no, it's not. It's just not a good matchup because, like, okay, you put him on Chris Middleton. Okay, that's cool. Deion's just gonna go for 40 because he's gonna kill Marc Gasol. He's gonna kill Serge Ibaka. He gonna kill whoever's down there, bruh. And then defensively, their wings are just amazing. So good luck. Good luck, man. Their backcourt is playing spectacular right now. Spectacular basketball. George Hill and Eric Bledsoe are playing amazing. And then if Brogdon can come back and contribute, yeah, man. Yeah, I just nah. You don't want the 76ers there, bro, because you're gonna want as much star power as possible. Yeah, so I hope the Sixers win, and I hope Portland wins. I hope Jimmy has a great game. I hope Dame has a good game. I hope Joel has a good game. I hope Jokic has a good game, and it just comes down to the fourth quarter and dudes making plays. But yeah, I got Golden State Bucks. I think that's about it, guys. I think that's about it. That's about it. That this was a funny podcast because Steph Curry kind of shut me up mid podcast. That was hilarious.
Steph Curry was like, "My dude, shut up."
Like Steph Curry did thank you next to me, bro. Like, I feel so stupid. He finished with 33 points. I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. I feel so dumb. Why did I doubt him?
It'd be like that.
All right, guys, plug your shit. Any closing words? You got speak now, forever hold your peace.
Only closing words I was saying is that Skip Bayless actually pointed out something that I was actually truthful, which is crazy because it came from Skip Bayless. But he said, if you notice the Sixers, every time they had their back to the wall, they actually show up. And it's kind of like, well, darn, you're kind of right. Because the Brooklyn series, you lose game 1. Everybody's like, yo, what's happening? They go to game 2, and then they just dominate that series. Then the Raptors, they lose game 1. Everybody like, oh, it's kind of over. They win game 2 and 3, come back, lose game 4 and 5. Everybody like, oh, it's over. Come and blow out game 6. So maybe the Sixers just need some pressure on them to win. So hopefully they have that same feeling in game 7 and they actually show up. But besides that, follow me on Twitter, RNVP_JRon. Yeah, that's it for me. Go Sixers.
Derek, you got anything to say, bro?
Derek gone. He sleep.
Damn, we almost made it to the end. Wow, that is Cuck City. Okay, I'm just going ahead and end this. My lasting thought is this is to someone who will probably listen to this podcast. I'm gonna at him once it's at, hey man, art is not objectively critiqued all the way. It is subjective and objective.
Bro, just get the man on the podcast and we can talk about it.
When you let me finish, when you are critiquing art, is just not objective. Your whole relativism argument is stupid. That's not how you judge art. TV, movies, anime, manga, they're all human expressions. That's not how we judge or we feel or we critique art. It's as simple as that, bro. You need to get some more relativism in your life when it comes to subjectivity and not objectivity. You need to feel something when you actually look it. You need to enjoy it and you need to have fun with it. It's as simple as that. You keep forgetting that's the most important part. I, Jake Taylor, don't really honestly give a fuck if it's good or not. If it makes sense and it's fun, okay, I'm gonna rock with it. It's as simple as that.
Okay then.
It's
Like
as
I
simple.
said, get the man on the podcast. Y'all gonna have an argument.
No, I'm gonna hash out that argument. I'm just tired of saying it on Twitter. And by the way, in-game had no plot holes. Dummy.
But we'll get in that later.
No, it didn't. The time travel.
I don't want to talk about it right now. I gotta wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, so
We're very
I'd rather not. But we'll talk about it next podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, guys.
All right. Anybody got anything you want to plug? Any final thoughts?
Oh, there, we already did that, my friend. You were
That's what we're doing right
we
now.
were doing that, but like, yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and end it. That was Derek. Derek's tired.
Yeah, I'm tired. Tired of bad Celtics. I just want it to be over. I want to wake up and have a new season. But yeah, guys.
Me too.
Yeah, guys. Tomorrow's right around the corner. So thanks for listening.
Yep. Peace, guys. That was episode 9 of RNVP. Peace.
Peace.